All right, it's approaching midnight. Welcome to this storm update here because I want to keep you posted on what's happening with this storm. You can see the convection there on the satellite image. But first, let's go to the radar right now. So we're going to do that right now. And it's just incredible with this storm here. We'll refresh this here in a moment here because we are going to see we're seeing heavier rain now. Move into the picture here. You can see, look at all this. This is all just blossoming right now. So it's starting to really blossom as we're starting to see that lift over the cold air here. And again, this is what is the primary low. And you can see it's starting to weaken and now transfer its energy to this secondary low that is developing across the area. And we're starting to see that heavy rain move into the area. We're also starting to see the winds pick up as well. Looks like we got a wind gust to 41 at Seagirt. So we're starting to see these winds gust over 30 miles an hour. It's going to get a lot worse than this, obviously, as the evening goes on. Not a whole lot of lightning activity now, but I have a feeling this is going to pick up in an hour or two. I'm looking at the National Weather Service radar here again. This is the National Weather Service radar. You can see there the heavier rain coming into the area now. And yes, so we've got a coastal flood warning, wind advisory, and yeah, there's no wind advisory. That'll be for us until 6 a.m. tomorrow. And we got this coastal flood warning again as well that is happening across the area. Power outages, we're starting to see some. We have what looks like we have an outage in Great Neck. Why am I not surprised? It's one outage there. It's almost actually Lake Success, but not surprised there. The North Shore is going to deal with most of those power outages, and the middle of the island, of course. Other than that, that's the only outage we have so far. Going to the broader map here, you'll see that New York is now shaded yellow. So we have 12,000 people now without power in the state of New York. And you'll see here, it looks like Genesee, Monroe, so those western parts of New York are getting into it. Pennsylvania also in the orange as well, as we're seeing the numbers grow there as well, 63,000 there. And we still have all the outages. You can see this all started in California, and it's just going across the country. It's pretty crazy. When you think about it. So let's go back to these weather observations here. You see temperatures are in the 40s across Long Island. You notice, though, how much warmer it is as we head toward New Jersey. They're in the mid-40s. And look at that. As we go to the southern tip of New Jersey, there's your warm sector right there. We got 50s and even 60s into Delmarva. And if we put the dew points on here, it's like we have a 39-mile-an-hour wind gust at Sea Isle City. Let's put the dew points on here, and you'll see the higher humidity levels, and what makes this so active of things. So you see there, dew points in the 50s and 40s, the 56, 60-degree dew points over in Delmarva. So this is the kind of air that's going to be lifted up over the cooler air that is over us right now, the surface cooler air that is over us. And so if we go to the models here, which I should have put up on the screen here, which I should do. Let's go here. And we will, again, show you the temperature profile over our area. So, all right, the 0 to 60 temperature profile. Let's see what's happening. So you see that bump. There's that warmer air aloft being lifted up over the colder air. And that's what's going to create all this heavy precipitation that we have. So you have all this warm air off to the south. There's warm, humid air that's being lifted up. All right, all the way from here, and it's going up over the cooler air at the surface. You have the loft, this is what's going on. All right, you have south wind. At the surface, we have the east wind. All right, so this is what's causing a little bit of that wind shear effect. All right, oops, I don't know why I did that, but there. And this is going to actually lift, and then this is why we're having convection here. So it's lifting up over the surface cooler air, and you're getting these heavy rain showers and thunderstorms as a result of this. And we'll see this again. Conditions looks like we just have a wind gust now to 36 at Farmingdale Airport. So 36-mile-an-hour wind gust at the airport as well. So we'll just take a look and see what it looks like outside on the traffic cameras here. That one's not really going to be able to show us the wind too much. Let's see. Need one that's a little closer to the surface. This one might, if we can get it to work. If we can get it to work. Doesn't really want to work. So looks like we got the spinning circle. All right, let's see. Yeah, it seems like we're we're having difficulty getting the traffic cameras to work. This one, yeah, I can't really see too much going on right now. You see the camera shaking a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But if we go down to the shore, you'll probably see some more shaking going on. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Not too much shaking, but again, the winds aren't too bad right now. They're going to get worse as the night goes on. Again, just an incredible storm that's just following the storm. I mean, they're still digging out with all the snow in California that they've gotten. I mean, if you go here and you look at the AccuWeather, we just take this radar off for a moment. It'll show you the top stories here. And you can see severe weather outbreak. Here we go. 1.5 million without power. Vicious winds. Snowfall totals coming in from Indiana and Illinois. And 5 dead from the severe weather. And it looks like they're going to get some more snow in California. And they've already, it's a state of emergency. People are snowbound. It's absolutely crazy what's going on with the weather. I've never seen, it's just unfathomable what's going on. I mean, this storm started, we'll pull this out of here. It started all the way in the west, bringing all those, the snow, and then it went into the south, causing all the severe weather, and now it's in the Great Lakes, and just what a large amount of energy with this storm, and the amount of rainfall that has fallen with this storm as well is pretty crazy when you think about it. So this is why we're going to get a soaking tonight. But this is what it is as we deal with more moisture in the atmosphere. Due to warmer oceans, we're going to see more intense storms just like this. But don't tell the folks on Wall Street. Yeah, I have to call them out. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. They won big yesterday, and they won even bigger today. So they're really thumbing their nose at reality, just in their own little bubble. They're just completely oblivious to everything. It's unbelievable how just oblivious they are to how bad things are. I have to throw that little rant in there at the end of this update because, I mean, you have 1.5 million people across the country without power, people's homes destroyed, people stuck in their homes due to mounds of snow. We just have a gust of 45 right now at Seaside Park, and they're just thinking everything's okay. Let's win again. I mean, it's just. I know it's never going to change with Wall Street, all right? But this is why I can't stand Wall Street, all right? They're just in their own world. They're in their own world. They don't care about anything going on. It's just like in their little enclaves. They're in their own little world, celebrating while the rest of the world burns around them. It's unbelievable. They're just the ultimate snobs. So that's why I got to say, sorry. I have to let it out sometimes. I can't keep it in all the time. You see the winter storm warnings up there. So yeah, the conditions are going to continue. I mean, just as I started this weather update, I'm seeing bigger wind gusts just as I started. So this is what we're going to see. And again, all this, we even have a high wind. We even have wind warnings in the mountains and stuff. As you can see, the wind gusts around here will just pan further west. You can see plenty of 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and it gets at the low is transferring its energy now. So we're going to see this pick up tonight, and it's going to get a lot worse as we head in the next hour or two. And hopefully we don't have any power problems, so I can keep you informed on what's happening and how bad things are getting out there with this storm, because things are going to get worse. Things are, like I said, we're getting into it now. As you see here is the radar. We'll just show you the radar one more time, and actually I'll go to the higher resolution radar here, the enhanced radar, so you can see all that heavy rain that we have over our area. And again, it's accompanied by strong winds, and there could even be lightning with it, even though we don't see any right now. There were thunderstorms around Harrisburg and in some of the mountains of Pennsylvania. So as this, and also looks like right around Ocean City there, and also I see some dots there. So there is probably going to be thunderstorms tonight. And again, we're going to have some pretty strong winds. You can see that this has changed a lot in the past. We'll just run this loop through, and you can see how it's just getting brighter and brighter as the secondary low is getting ready to take shape, and we're seeing all this warmth and moisture lift out over the colder air at the surface. And again, where you're in the warm sector, Jersey, you're going to probably get in the warm sector. We'll stay in the cold sector, but that's not going to protect us from the thunderstorms that are going to be developing over us and the heavy rain. And some of those strong winds possibly could make their way down to the ground. We do have the cold air to protect us a little bit, but easterly flow, really concerned about that with these strong wind gusts. that we're going to see, and I'm sure this is going to pick up quite a bit as we head through the night. So a rough night tonight. And that's going to be it for this update on the storm. And I'll have another one before morning as we deal with this pretty intense storm that is developing over us. The same storm system that brought severe weather to the south, flooding to the south, and big snows to California, all from those warmer than normal oceans fueling the energy for these storms. So that's going to be it. Take care.